Hi YouTube and fellow Doctor Who fans. Today I am going to be reviewing, as promised, the 2011 Doctor Who Christmas special entitled The Doctor, the Widow and the Wardrobe. And as you can probably tell from the title, you're probably saying to yourself, now has this got something to do with the books / film series entitled The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe? And yes, it kind of does really. It has a story that's loosely that is loosely based on this book series, and it wouldn't actually surprise me that the cast of the BBC was watching this film and thought, now that would make a really good Doctor Who story. And does it? Well, I will say if it does at the end of this video. Now the story revolves around the Doctor and this family, which, let me just see what their names are again. The woman's called Madge, and the girl's called Lily, and the boy is called Cyril. Sorry for that. I only watched it last night, and I have trouble remembering certain characters, in certain DVDs sometimes. Anyway, the story actually revolves around these three characters, the family, who are living in the past. I think it's about the 1940s or 50s, whenever the First World War actually started. My history really sucks, it does. Okay, so it's Christmas time, and obviously, I'm actually just trying to record it, in my mind. Okay, so it's Christmas time, and Cyril and Lily's father is about to go off to war, and he's suddenly shot down while he's actually flying a plane. And Madge knows about this, but she doesn't know how to tell her two young children, because she doesn't want them to actually, to always actually remember Christmas time as the day that, their father died. This story actually opens up really, really well as the Doctor is running along this big, massive spaceship, and it suddenly, starts to explode, which I'm sure it has nothing whatsoever to do with the Doctor, as it's not really explained in the story that well. But hey, it's probably got something to do with the Doctor poking his nose in, as he always does, bless him. And then he's travelling through space without a spacesuit, and he has the ability to breathe. I don't know if Time Lords have an ability to breathe in space without a proper spacesuit, but hey, it works. But something goes wrong. The Doctor, for some unknown reason, gets sent back in time to the time when Madge and her two children are actually living, and the Doctor has managed to actually get into a spacesuit, but he's managed to get the helmet on back to front, so it's covering his face. And then Madge actually finds him in this big, massive crater that's been punched into the earth, and she has, and it doesn't faze her whatsoever. It doesn't scare her. She's just really, really friendly when it comes to seeing this strange person that's falling out of the sky. It's made a big dent in her planet. They become really good friends, even though Madge doesn't know that it's really the Doctor. Anyway, moving on. So of course it's wartime, and Madge wants to take her two children to this big, massive mansion in the country to be safe from the bombs. And at this home, there's this mysterious and wonderful caretaker that actually opens the door, namely the Doctor. But I mean, because Madge doesn't recognise the Doctor from her first meeting because he had the helmet on back to front, so she doesn't actually know what the Doctor actually looks like. I know it is really, really confusing. But I mean, anyway, the Doctor tries to impress his family by showing the young children this fantastic bedroom with all these toys and actually making it look like a really, like a really, really good place that the children would really love to actually be in. And I mean, he's also decorated the house in Christmas decorations. And then under the tree, there's this big, massive box which is showcased on the cover. And the boy Cyril, who is very inquisitive, he is really not afraid of anything, even though his mother has sent him, away to this big house because of the bombs. The bombs don't really scare Cyril, and he's very fearless. And I found his character to be really intriguing, more intriguing than his sister and Madge at times, which seems to be oblivious to all this alien stuff. Most people would be scared and phased back, but I mean, she doesn't really seem to be phased by anything. And the sister, which I forgot again, Lily, I thought that they could have actually done more character development on her. But hey, one day, okay, so back to story. One day, the boy Cyril sees this strange glowing thing coming from this gift. And suddenly he's really intrigued about it. He's wondering what is inside this big mysterious box. And as time goes on, the temptation becomes too much for him, and he sneaks down one night and opens this box because he wants to know what's inside it. And I was I mean, I didn't know whether I should tell you what was inside the box, because I don't really like doing spoilers for these reviews because they're spoiler free. Because there's nothing worse to me than seeing a video about a DVD that you're about to actually watch or want to actually buy, and then you know what's going to happen, and then there's not much point to actually buy it. But I mean, anyway, without giving too much away, inside the box, it's the same concept as the TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside. That's all. That's all I will say about this box. It's bigger on the inside, and it's really, really wonderful what's inside. It's a brave new world on the inside. The Doctor, as usual, Matt Smith, you can't fault him. He's the same as always. I wish they would actually develop his character a bit, because as I can actually remember, every single Matt Smith story, he is exactly the same. And I wish that they could actually talk about like his Homo Gallifrey, or his feelings, or what he actually feels. He tends to keep all of his emotions to himself. But I mean, anyway, the ending to this story, the last 5 minutes, or 10 minutes if I would be generous, is really, really good. As the Doctor discovers that even though he travels in this mysterious blue box, when he travels through time and space, but on his own, and he has all these different companions that have come and go during the years for some weird reason or another. Right at the end of this story, he finds that even though they keep on leaving him, he is never ever by himself. He is never by himself. And he's always got friends and a family to actually go to. And I found that very heartwarming, especially for a Christmas story. But I mean, does this Christmas special stand up to the many other Christmas specials that have come before it? I'm gonna say no. This is my least favourite Doctor Who Christmas special, but hey, it is Doctor Who, and how can you not love Doctor Who? Even the episodes that you're not quite sure about, or the ones that you don't really like, you tend to like because they're Doctor Who, or because of their, yeah. But I mean, okay, there's the back. The special features on this disc are really, really good, especially for a single episode disc. They're really, really long. I didn't watch all of them. There was this one about the best bits of, of the Doctor, the Matt Smith Doctor, and it showed all the best moments from his very first episode to the end of the 6th series. Don't actually worry if you've not seen the 7th series like me, because it doesn't spoil anything in that series. It doesn't mention that series at all. So if you've never seen it, there's nothing in it that will spoil anything for you. Would actually recommend this to anyone. I bought this from a store for £10, by the way. Would actually recommend this to anyone. Yes, of course I would. It's a really festive DVD. Maybe if you could go online and get it for about £6 or £7, that'll probably be better rather than spending £10 for it, which was kind of tight. The rating of good. Sorry, my voice went then. The rating that I would give it. I was actually going to actually give it a 5, but because it's a Doctor Who Christmas special, and because it's Christmas right now and I feel kind of festive, I'm actually going to give it a 6 out of 10. Okay, I've said all of I wanted. I've said everything I wanted to actually say about it, and about it, without giving too much of a away on the plot or any spoilers, as I always don't like to actually do. I feel that went quite well. Next week, the next video that I'm actually going to review, or DVD rather, is not going to be Doctor Who, as I don't really want to be constantly doing Doctor Who, actually videos all the time. I want to change it up a little bit, even though I am still going to do Doctor Who, reviews all of the time. I am going to be changing it up a little bit, and the next thing I'm actually going to talk about, which I'm going to be talking about on Saturday, is going to be the first ever Star Trek movie, which is Star Trek the Motion Picture, and this is the director's edition, which comes in 2 discs. I have seen it before, but I mean that was ages ago, and I cannot remember anything about it. And I'm going to be doing that over the weekend, so it should be up then. That should be interesting. If you have got any more recommendations, as always, please recommend them to me, whether they're Star Trek or Doctor Who episodes or anything else that you would like me to actually talk about. If I have it, I will be more than happy to actually talk about it. And if you have any feedback or any comments about my reviews, please specify them in the comments below. And as always, I'm fairly new to this. I do know that I've got a bit of a stutter. Sorry about that once again. And yeah. Okay, so I will see you guys next week with the talk about the Star Trek the Motion Picture. See ya. Bye.